Hello, this is Mrs. Fortune with Centennial Middle School. We're putting together a video to help with 7th grade registration, and we have Mr. Childers with us. So here at Centennial Middle School, our principal is Mr. Rosenbaugh. We have 2 assistant principals, Mrs. Collins, who works with alphabet A through K, along with Mr. Childers. And then we have Mr. Parker, who is the assistant principal for the alphabet L through Z last names, along with Mrs. Fortune. So you guys are coming from 5 different elementary schools: Cascade View, Dutch Hill, Emerson, Machias, and Riverview. And you are becoming Centennial Middle School patriots. Here at Centennial Middle School, we have some clubs and activities. Sometimes they happen during lunchtime or Patriot period time, and sometimes they happen after school. This is an example of some of the clubs and activities that have happened over the past years. I think we have 3 or 4 going at the moment. But you will hear about clubs and activities in the daily bulletins. And then we have 4 sports seasons at Centennial Middle School, and Valley View Middle School have 4 sports seasons in middle school. You can see listed on the screen here what the different sports seasons are. And let's see what to know about sports. You'll learn more about this at Student Startup, but registration, you have to sign up. You can learn more on the Centennial Middle School website under the athletics tab, and your parents will help more with the sports stuff. So now, Mr. Childers.
So we just want to talk to you a little bit about what middle school is going to look like, and then how to register coming up. So as school counselors, we're here to help you. So if you please come see us if you have any questions about, it could be about anything. It could be about school, could be about something you're dealing with at home or friends. But we also help people with scheduling. If you're having troubles with teachers or connecting with them, we do a lot of academic counseling, as well as we're sometimes in the classroom and do career lessons, which is really fun. And of course, if you're just needing someone to talk to, we're always available for you to come in and see us. So this is just an example of a Monday through Thursday bell schedule. So when you hear the bell ring at Centennial, they'll be happening in between at the end of each period. So, and then you would go to a new class in the building. So most 7th graders have all the same lunch. And we have this thing called Patriot period built in between second and third period, where it's almost like a study hall where you can get help from any one of your teachers if you're needing to get caught up on things, or you need to get work done, like homework done before the end of school, that kind of thing. So, but this is a typical period or day schedule, and each class is roughly about a little over 50 minutes. So on Fridays, the schedule is a little bit different because we have a 2-hour early release for students. So classes are just under 40 minutes each, and it's just a shortened day.
And there's no Patriot period on Friday.
And no Patriot period, correct. So wanted to show you like a sample schedule. So our school year is broken up into 2 parts. So there's semester 1 and there's semester 2. So semester 1, you might have, you can see on the left-hand side under semester 1, you might have your elective first period, and that could be, and we'll talk about those in a little bit, but then you might go to math, and then you have Patriot period, then you might go to Washington State history. You see the A piece on there. So if you see like math A or Washington State history A, language arts A, that just means it's the first half of the class. So those are year-long courses, because you can see over on semester 2, you'll have Washington State history B, and it's not necessarily going to be the same period all the time. It can be rearranged, but that just means the second half of the class. So when you're choosing your 7th grade classes, we want you to make sure, we want to make sure that you're knowing what you're signing up for. So please read the course descriptions. You can find that in our course description book. We want you to review that with your family, make sure you're making the correct decision. It's also, if you're curious about which English class or English language arts class you want to go into, it's important to talk with your teacher as well to see if you're ready for which one. So, but you're going to be selecting elective classes. So these are electives are classes that you have a choice in. So, and there's quite a few different variety of classes depending on what your interests are. And we'll go over that in a little while. And then of course, check honors classes if you're interested. And then you have to complete your registration online on Skyward, and you guys will be getting Skyward access as well as a login and password for that.
So everyone will have a copy of the course description book. If we are going to your 6th grade class, your teacher will have that. If you are not currently in a classroom at one of our elementary schools, you will get a copy of the course description book from our registrar. This is just an image of the first page of the book. Every class that you take has a description in there. So it's really important that you read the elective descriptions with your parents so that you make the best choice. It's important to know that if you like art, for example, we have 6 different 7th grade art classes. So the chances of you getting in the same class with a friend is pretty slim. So make sure you're picking classes based on what you like and what you want to do and not just what your friends are enrolling in. So on the registration paper that you're going to get, it's just to help you visualize and plan. We are not collecting the papers, but the required courses that all 7th graders take are Washington State History is a year-long class, so both semesters. Math is a year-long class, both semesters. Science is also a year-long class. Those 3 classes will be entered for you, and math is chosen for you based on some placement information for the correct math class. And then all 7th graders take 7th grade health and fitness. This will already be chosen for you. And then we have a semester-long course called Character and Technology, and that will also be entered for you. So you get to choose between regular and honors language arts. And again, in the course description book, there's a page in there that describes what an honors student might consider if they want to take honors. Honors has open enrollment, so anyone who, you don't have to have done the 4-5-6 honors program to take honors language arts, but just make sure you read that page and make sure it sounds like something that fits you. And then for electives, this is again, the image on the left is the paper that you're going to get from your 6th grade teacher or from our registrar here at Centennial. This is a planning page. This shows the semester-long electives or we have 2 year-long elective options. So for your schedule, you get 2 semesters of electives in your schedule. So you either take 2 semester long or 1 year long elective. And we also need you to put in some alternates just in case things don't work out perfectly in your schedule. And again, the descriptions are in the course description book.
To register online, I mentioned this earlier, you're going to have to log into Skyward Family Access. And if you're registering, a piece of paper will be handed to you in class, so you have these instructions. There'll also be our registrar, if you're registering not in current 6th grade, our registrar will email these directions to you. But essentially, you log into Hello ID or directly into Skyward Family Access, and you will put in your login password and follow the instructions on how to enter classes and how to enter your alternative classes. So that's really important that you put in alternates just in case we aren't able to get you into your first choices. So some important dates to look at. So March, we are going to have the spring preview newsletter goes out. So that's coming out right now, essentially. And next week, we'll be visiting all the elementary schools that feed into Centennial, and we'll be answering questions, doing a presentation with them. And then on March 16th, your registration is due online. So make sure that you're getting all your classes in on Skyward before that date. So, and then looking forward into next school year. So August, dates will be emailed or a letter will be mailed home, letting you know when the student startup dates are. That's when students come in, they can walk around the school. A lot of times they get their student picture taken and do other preschool, pre-start of school activities. So, and then the first day of school will be just for 7th grade only, and that will be in September. So just one quick reminder, so don't forget to complete your online registration. We aren't collecting those papers, so if you're having troubles logging in, please don't hesitate to reach out to us, and so we can help you get those entered in, because we want to make sure that you're choosing the classes that you want to take.